Aquarius, I'm here to give you a once in a blue supermoon series wildcard read straight from the hip with lots of lip. We're going to dive right into it. We're looking at what will be coming in for you with the lunar cycle kicked off by the blue supermoon in Pisces that will be arriving on August 31st to close out the month. I already know that there's a lot coming in for you. I had 2 cardinals show up outside the window here, so you definitely got some messages coming in from spirit. In particular, from your ancestors, you might also be really tuning into the energy of a loved one who passed on to just sort of feel a sense of anchoring, feel a sense of strength at this time. You may feel like you're getting guidance from this loved one in your dreams coming through. This just as a side note, wanting to come in. I feel like there's something that you want to communicate. There's some kind of healing you're looking for in a situation. You're looking to balance things out. You're trying to find the right words to say. That's what I think. Maybe you're considering writing somebody a letter, sending someone a message, phoning them up. You know, you want to open up lines of communication on a deeper level. You're worried about how it'll be received. It feels a little vulnerable for you to come from your heart on this matter. You might also be dealing with some interruptions. I got that, like something may be interrupting this from happening. It might be put on hold temporarily. You might need to be balancing out some other situations in your life. I think that you're really wanting to come forward in the right way when it comes to this, Aquarius. And this is what's coming in for you. So bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, we got your energy here. Look at you. You're in reverse. This is some south node work here, okay? I think you feel a separation from somebody, cut off from somebody. You're wanting to have a deeper level of communication. This might be a past matter. You might be looking back into the past a bit, reflecting a bit. It may have been something that you cut off in the past. Maybe you cut it off kind of harshly. Maybe you had gone cold to it for one reason or another, but now you're starting to wonder if that was really the best choice in this matter. You really want to get on the same page with somebody. I think you're in your head about this a lot. It's got like hanged man vibes, okay? So I feel like you're sort of like trying to weigh things out. What is the best way to move forward? I feel like that's what you're trying to get clear on right now. I think this is what's really coming to a head for you with this blue supermoon coming in to close out the month, right? You'll probably feel this energy building right about now. Before this comes to be illuminated, I think with whatever comes in with that blue supermoon, I think it illuminates the best way for you to move forward with this, all right? I think it's lining you up to prepare to speak your truth, okay? You're going to speak your truth, all right? Let's see. What do you have for Aquarius spirit? What is coming in with this lunar cycle with the blue supermoon in Pisces on the 31st? What's kicking off for them? What are they entering into now? What should they be prepared for? Ooh, okay, this is, whoa. Okay, did you see that? It like flipped up and landed right in my hands. All right, you got some turn of fortune happening here. All right, I feel like things are in motion right now. It's already in motion. Partially, you're closing out a karmic cycle. This may have something to do with fixed sign energies. That would be Taurus. It's your energy, of course. There's also Scorpio in the mix here. Ophiuchus could be in the mix here. And we also have Leo, okay? I think you're wanting to heal and come into alignment with something, but it also requires you to like close some things out, close out some old cycles. It could be close out old cycles within connections with these people, any of these characters that got brought in there. This is also Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? You could have a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. Yeah, we see there's some kind of communication. You're wanting to open up here. You're wanting to speak something from the heart. This is just at the most, like the most small level though. Like it's very economical, this motion forward from the heart. There's this desire to establish a certain sense of safety here. And this may be with a Scorpio, okay? And there's judgment coming right after this, okay? This could be something that you've really thought about for a long time. You know that this needs to come to an end. I feel like you are bringing this to an end, but you want to do it in such a way where you can move on from it and you can feel good about it. So there's something here that you're really like considering. It's definitely like South Node stuff. You know, you're dealing with some shadow material here. You're wanting to close out an old cycle. I feel like you're wanting a new beginning in a particular direction, something you've kept your eye on for a while, all right, with the Page of Swords here. You want to protect this new beginning. I feel like it's something that'll be building for you. It gets kicked off with this particular cycle, but you won't see the full fulfillment of this until the spring. Spring is when it really like pops off. I think that there's some opposition in regard to this. All right. There might be some people who don't agree with your choice, what you want to move forward toward. I don't think you care. I think you're developing some kind of strategy. That's what I got. Okay. Could be involving an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. We know there's a lot of opinions in the mix here. There may be some competition in the mix here. There may be a fair amount of drama, you know, people giving their opinions, you know. I think you're taking your time with this one. You know where you stand. You don't need anybody else's advice about this. It's got like big guardian energy over it too. I think you have a couple people by your side. I'm picking up masculine, okay? I think you got, you know, if you're feminine, these might be like guys that you consider like big brother kind of energy, you know, guys you can really trust that they're in your corner, you know. I think you've got a couple masculines by your side that are helping you through this process of closing something out. These are trusted people in your life. You know that this is not something that can be done harshly, quickly, without being thought through with that snail energy there. There's something you're really considering here, how to properly close this cycle so you can get where you want to be, you know, so you can finally feel a sense of peace and arrival. This is judgment. I think you're gonna take the right steps. It looks like a victory for you here. All right. You see that? We got victory here. I don't know why I turned this over because this isn't like a shadow light deck, but it's interesting because I turned it over and on the other side here we have these two birds, right? So maybe it's about finding a new nest, you know, you're wanting to come into alignment with somebody. Maybe you're wanting to nest with somebody. Maybe you see yourself, you know, kind of like living with somebody or creating a life with somebody. And there's a sense of peace when you think about this arrival point. And I think things are lining up to make this possible for you, but there's something you're closing out. There could be a Virgo on hand that's helping you out with this, or that has some illumination to shine on the path forward for you. Maybe some kind of counsel. This could also be just you, you know, really going your own way as well. I feel like just really sitting with yourself and feeling out what's right for you in terms of the next step to take, following your own path, letting what's, you know, building the light inside of you lead you forward. You're noticing like certain trends, certain patterns, like when you start to move toward what's in alignment for you, you start to feel like all this opening, all this expansion. You finally like feel a little bit of enthusiasm in your life, like things don't feel so heavy. Things actually lighten up. It's like you start to feel alive again. And there was this, oh my gosh, this is wild, okay? I can't make it up. This confirmation that comes through, this is so beautiful. Look at this. You have this new beginning in the spring, what's hoped for, whatever is, you know, sort of like put in motion now, it hatches, you know, the dream comes to fruition. It comes to fruition in the spring with that Ace of Pentacles. This will be fulfilled, okay? This is going to be the fulfillment of a wish that's going to come through for you in spring. You're really going to have something to celebrate here. Lands you right in your heart, lands you with the one that, you know, has your heart, okay? Beautiful energy. I think you're following your intuition in regard to this. You see this person as being like your emotional mirror. That's what I got. You feel that there's a real spiritual connection with this individual. You've been on a journey with each other through many lifetimes. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm seeing this with the fish swimming up, but it's also reminding me of the salmon run. Okay, so there might be something in alignment with this, with the salmon run. I don't know if there's like some kind of like fishing trip like connected with this or something like that. Interesting. I just heard Alaska come through, so that might really resonate with somebody. You may have some ideas, some visions, some things you already want to like set in motion. This is also about the ability to like endure and to get to the finish line, to really hit the mark. You have to pace yourself. You can't just push, push, push. It's okay for this to unfold in its own time. I get this. Like there's times when you have to kind of like stop and you have to integrate what you're feeling, maybe revise how you're moving forward. It's got that feel to it. Like there's something here, you're really trying to lay down a strong foundation, and there's roots to this thing. All right. Again, another judgment sign in your favor. I see this is like Gabriel, the angel Gabriel blowing the horn. So I feel like there's some revival in this situation. You feel revived in this situation. You feel like you're on track. You feel like you're on purpose. You may have even been getting some kind of like downloads about this situation. If you're a feminine, you already feel this energy coming in. Like you can feel it building. You may feel really like tapped in with this person. This feels like love. It feels like there's some new contract, new soul contract you want to enter into. Maybe even revising a soul contract to be more in alignment for both people. I see air and fire here. Okay, so air signs, fire signs could be playing a role in your situation. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius has come up before. So again, you could have a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. But I think you're writing your own story. You may have a lot of different people in your life who have an opinion about what's right for you, about the best way to move forward. Oh, maybe even a Virgo. I don't know why I just got that. That's interesting. Maybe a Virgo had some ideas, but you're like, no, I'm going to go my own way. Very interesting. Yeah, look at that. There you are again. Executive decision. You in the upright. Isn't that interesting? Because initially you were in the reverse, but you're upright when I brought that in. So maybe you felt like this person was actually leading you in the wrong direction. A little diversion. Ooh, interesting. They diverted you from where you were heading. You've addressed this matter and you're following your own way. You're like, nope, I'll figure it out on my own. This unblocks what was blocked. It opens your road. Here come your ships. They come in. And, I see you were in this place of heartache here. You were separated from somebody that you really love, apparently. That's what looks like is the story here. This is a lot of grief, a lot of heartache. But I think there's a part of you that knew that this was only temporary, okay? I don't think you've given up the faith on this thing ever, to be honest with you. And I say that because we have the Queen of Cups here, right? But look who's here. Here's the King of Cups. Hello, Emperor. Hello, Daddy. Oh my gosh. Hello, Empress. Oh my gosh. Happiness. This is beautiful energy. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So we got a lot of different energies on the board, but we know this is two people coming together. It's like, this is destiny. This is destiny. It's sweetness. It's joy. It's a seed that was planted that grows into a field of dreams. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? Emperor energy could have strong Aries, Taurus placements. Empress is also Libra, Taurus. And it's interesting because this really mirrors the node action going on right now. This is what we're supposed to be doing here, okay? So we got Aries and North Node, Libra and South Node. So to have this show up like this with the sun, I think something's happening, okay? Probably happening with that blue supermoon in Pisces on the 31st. It really gives hope, an investment in this cycle. That's what I feel. I feel like there's some intention being set at this time. Two people are on the same board. They recognize they both have emotions for each other. They're both equally invested in this. They know that it takes time. They know it takes time, and there's a healing component involved in this situation, right? There's some piece here about it's really important for the individuals in this situation to really be in their individuality. Like there's this need to feel that sense of personal empowerment, okay? And this could be especially significant for the feminine in this situation. she really needs to be able to just be in her mojo, be in her element, be in her fire, and be in the place where she's really feeling like solid in herself, in what she represents and what she's built for herself. Okay, this is a person that already has a lot of fire forward. I think that you're very attracted to this person, or someone's very attracted to you if you're the feminine in this situation. But look at here. I mean, this is beautiful. It's 10 of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment. You know, this thing's got roots. It will grow. Really beautiful energy here. And I also feel like this person, this Queen of Wands, they might be a creative type. They might be in the process of really like kind of working on something. Yeah, it looks like it might be creative. Okay. And this is their most pressing concern right now. I see that with the rabbit energy here. This person is creating. I mean, that is what the Empress does. The Empress gives birth to new things through this power of creativity. So somebody's really working on creating stability here. And they're very focused on something, right? And this is what's taking up a lot of their time right now. Yeah, they're like, I can't have distractions right now. I got to keep focused on this. I got to see this through. I think this person's been through a lot. Something has really rocked this individual's stability, really rocked their stability. They've also been fending off a lot. Just, you know, it feels like this energy of just putting out one fire after the other. And they're looking to balance things out, you know. And I feel like they're really looking to balance things out in terms of health, but also financially, and just feeling like they're in this really good place in their life where they feel like, you know, they can really match the energy, bring something to the table. This is somebody who, you know, they carve their own way. They want to carve their own way. And it's very important for them to carve their own way in this respect. This is not like a gold digger kind of energy. This is somebody who really wants to achieve this stability, and they need to achieve this stability on their own. It's a real important part of this person's healing process. But I see, you know, there's something you can stand on here at the end of the day, and look at the way this energy feeds into each other. It's a beautiful sharing of power in this connection after arriving at a place of personal empowerment. And maybe this person is needing some support right now in some way with the Six of Pentacles right now. Maybe they're just needing some loving communication. Maybe that's what you're trying to find the words for, to let this person know that you support them, that you're with them on this, that you want this healing. And I feel like this is the communication that's coming in here with the Eight of Wands, or somebody's wanting to communicate this to you, Aquarius, right? But this is like two people coming into alignment. And I do see living together. All right. I do. There's like a spirit of celebration and an arrival point here with the Four of Wands. It's going to take some time. I think things will really start to pick up just in terms of pace in this situation in about 2 months with that Eight of Wands. This deck with the Eight of Wands, this has been a pretty darn accurate timing card. Okay. I feel like there's communication that comes in before this, but I'm feeling some kind of movement associated with the situation. I don't know if you're going to move homes. I don't know if you're going to move to a new location. I don't know if you're going to travel. It's got that component, though. There's movement involved here. And definitely like rushing towards somebody that feels like home. You want to arrive at this point. You know, there's cleanup work to deal with here, okay, with the world. Again, cleanup work may involve the fixed signs, all right? You may be wrapping up cycles with the fixed signs so you can like step into a new like level of experience. Now, for some of you, this is like healing a relationship so you can bring peace back into a home, and bring a closure to an old cycle in a relationship so you can kind of like hit reboot, you know, have a fresh start. And again, this could involve any of the fixed signs. So Scorpio, Taurus, it's your sign as well. So I think it's a big closing of a karmic cycle for you, Aquarius, Leo, all right? Ophiuchus, just because Ophiuchus has gotten thrown in and it's permanently etched in my mind because it came up in one of my decks. And it makes sense because Sagittarius is more mutable energy, but Scorpio is fixed, okay? So it's interesting. It's like in order to get something moving forward, first, you know, the fix needs to shift. This might also be, you know, you need somebody to kind of like cooperate or be on board so they're not causing problems in the way you want to move forward as well. So there might be something that needs to be ironed out. I think there's irritation around this situation, but you've learned something in this process. It's given you a pearl of wisdom for moving forward. And right now you're just trying to consider your options about how you need to move forward. And you also might be noticing right now that all of a sudden you have all these like love offers coming your way. You know, people you haven't heard from in a while are starting to hit you up. They want to know what you've been up to. I feel like you're not exploring options right now. I think you're really like, you're focusing on yourself. You're trying to really stay in touch with your intuition. You're feeling things out. You're holding off any options right now. I feel that. And look at this, the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So a lot of you are actively focusing on really laying down the proper foundation too. You're actively involved in building your finances right now. You're very involved in building health, okay? Some of you are going to be picking up like a new health regimen. You really kick it off. You bring like a really just unhealthy habit to a close. You release it with the full moon. If you want to do any kind of manifesting, it would be great to do that, to let that Pisces energy kind of like cleanse away, you know, cleanse away that old cycle, like doing things the way you've always done that just isn't really serving you, that's rocking your foundation. You know, I feel like there's something that's been really rocking your stability. You might even be having some issues with like, when I think of stability, it makes me think of kapha, okay? Makes me think of kapha. So it makes me think like maybe you've been having some issues with like your joints, maybe like knees, feet have been bothering you. You might be doing some strengthening. You know, you might be feeling like you need to lift some weights. Maybe you felt like just a diminishment in the health of your body. You notice that when you don't get enough exercise in, you don't feel your best. I also think of stability as being in a place of also just like emotional security, having a sense of confidence, you know, stabilizing the thoughts. Your nervous system may have been taxed recently. You might have had a lot on your mind. You might need to be really focusing on getting into some kind of real health supportive routine. 22 on the clock when I said that. So yeah, you might need to come into some kind of real stabilized routine so you can come into alignment with what you're creating for yourself right now. And I feel this is particularly in reference to your work, like something about your work is really going to start to pick up, all right? And it's going to be more demanding. And so that's going to really require that you stay on task with your self-care. Don't let that slide right now. You are about to open up a really important cycle with the full energy here, all right? So something kicks in with this blue supermoon in Pisces that comes in on the 31st and opens up September. Something will really happen, I feel, by that Virgo new moon. Again, there's Virgo again. So a Virgo may be connected to this. A Virgo may be somebody you need to look out for in this situation, or there's some information this Virgo has or something like this. I don't know why this keeps coming in. Virgo also rules the house of health, routine, work, okay? So again, just really dialing this in. And I feel there's something that you find your groove with it, okay? Especially in terms of work and your finances, you find your groove with it by the time you hit the Virgo new moon that comes in on September 14th, okay? So I feel like this is what you're really looking at right now in the opening of this lunar cycle. Okay, I know where I'm going. I know what I want. I know what I need to do. I'm fending off, you know, all of these distractions. I'm hunkering down. I'm making my game plan. I'm creating a health supporting schedule for myself. I think you're refusing offers, okay? You might have people really impetuously, could be a Leo coming forward, trying to like renew a contract with you, trying to open up things with you. They may be wanting a fresh start in love. Okay, I see that because I got the Ace of Cups here. And with that, we got the Strength card here, which does represent Leo. Okay. Oh, and when I set this down, it spun upside down like this cup's being spilled out. I feel that. This person's trying to offer it. You don't want it. You're wanting healing. I see that with the Three of Cups upright. You got an opportunity to heal something. You're turning this down. You want a rebirth, you know, in your life. You want a rebirth in a different direction, I feel. Okay. You might need to handle this situation with kid gloves. This could just also be something that you're closing out in a relationship. Again, it feels like it's with a fixed sign, okay? And there's something you need to do gingerly. There's something you need to do with a fair amount of sensitivity, okay? Empress energy here again. Taurus, Libra, okay? Could be a Leo involved in the mix. The Empress tames the lion, okay? Tames the beast of burden in connection to the past. This shows you that no matter how complicated or difficult a situation may seem, and even though you may not know the best way to iron it out right now, it shows that you have the strength to overcome this. If you've been dealing with any health challenges, I don't know why I got this here, like maybe somebody like suggested a certain approach to your health and, you know, you tried it, it didn't work for you, it wasn't the best for you, maybe you're wanting to seek different counsel about this. That might be wise, okay? You might actually have better results going down a different track. So let's say that you were working with, you know, traditional Western medicine, okay? And you've been doing everything by the book that the doctors recommended, but you just feel like, I don't know, man, I think I could be getting faster progress if I tried something else. This might be you like trying something different when it comes to your healing as well and getting your health in order. You might be reaching out to like a holistic health practitioner, somebody who can help you go down a different track, right? And I think this would be very successful. Yeah, I see like some kind of message coming through in regard to this. You want to learn a new way to take care of your health. I feel like you need more energy. Like the energy feels like it's been a little low, you know? You need to kind of like get your fire built up. When I think of fire, like you might be having some digestive issues that need to be addressed. You know, the digestion is the seat of the health. So it all starts there. The digestion plays a bigger key in your recovery than you realize. Yeah, you might really need to get your Agnya. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner, so now my mind is like, you know, the Agni is the transformational fire, okay? It's the digestive fire, yes, but it's also like that internal fire, the pyre that we give over the things that no longer serve us. And just with the cups here, this may be like refusing alcohol, like, nope, I'm not going to have that drink. I'm getting clean. I'm getting sober. Some of you may be working a recovery process, okay? You may be entering into recovery, or you may be there supporting somebody who is going through recovery. If you're concerned if this person's going to be able to like get to the other side of this, absolutely, with that energy there, okay? They're going to make it through this, okay? Cool energy, all right? It looks like a lot of healing work going on, and Ted says yes, okay? So this healing is happening internally, externally, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, okay? There's a lot that's being cleared out here, and there's a lot of closing of old unhealthy patterns, cycles, you know, relationships, things along these lines. So you can really come into alignment with what's right for you. I'm going to pull out the angel cards because I feel like they're calling right now. 7 of Wands. Yes, look, you're really keeping your energy to yourself right now. I also feel like you're really like protecting with the way that the hands are here. You're protecting something that's close to your heart, okay? There's something you're holding close to your heart here. It says liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Oh my goodness. And right behind this, we have the Empress with the Magician. Woo! Woo! Yeah, you're wanting a resurgence here. You're wanting a resurgence here. Look at this. There was an ending here. There was something that was lost here. and you're wanting to transform it. You're wanting a rebirth in this situation, but I feel like you're gaining some kind of spiritual wisdom. And it's helping you understand things from a different perspective that you couldn't see before, right? And now that you know this, you're protecting this rebirth energy here with this Empress. Big Venus energy, okay? Taurus or Libra involved in this situation here. Or a mother, could be a mother of a child. With the snake medicine here, we know that there's something that needs to be transformed. And again, look at, I'm seeing like all these herbs, and this snake is sipping from a cup. And remember that message came in about healing, okay? So that you might know somebody. You might already know somebody who does this kind of work. You need to get this person to help you with this, this transformation here, okay? Health-wise. Also, it's multifaceted, you know, it's like a healing of mind, body, spirit. I think you got support from this person, and it says fertility, fruitfulness assures peace between married couples, okay? So this is beautiful energy too, okay? So there's some kind of balancing out happening here too as well, potentially around a marriage, you know? This could be, you know, somebody you used to be married to as well, that you're trying to balance things out with. You're looking for some healing, some transformation, and you're finding peace in this situation, all right? But there's something is coming to an end here with the death. We see that, okay? Something is being released. Time is ticking on this. Time's going to be up on it soon. You're in this release process right now. I don't feel like you've totally like gotten to the other side of it yet. It's something you're working through, okay? The change is in effect though. Like the cogs are already in motion, and it's because you want a rebirth in a different direction. That's what I feel, okay? So this is what's coming in right now, and you're definitely going to get this rebirth. There's some action you're going to take, and you're going to become very clear about this action that comes in with the super moon. All right, it's really going to illuminate the way forward to freedom for you. And you're also going to recognize what's been working against you. And it says both visible and invisible. And what came to mind with this is, yes, of course, you know, this could be people that you're connected to that maybe, you know, aren't in your best interest. Maybe you're hanging around a lot of people who have, you know, I don't know why I got like party scene people, you know. Maybe you're hanging around people that just, you know, they just lead you in the wrong direction, man. You know, you're looking to kind of balance your life out. You want things to be more stabilized. You want to create something that, you know, will be like a real renewal in your life. You want to do everything differently. I just heard that line from The Cure. I want to change it all. The Cure, isn't that interesting? It's talking about your health. Maybe you've had some kind of health scare too, or somebody close to you has had some kind of health scare. It's got you looking at things very differently. It's got you looking at your whole life differently. You're like, if I only had one shot to do it again, what would I do different? And I think you're heading toward that. And there's support around this process, okay? Let's do a cut of the deck energy here. Let's see what we got. The Tower, yes. Disruption warns of disasters and aids in transformation. So it's like, ooh, you're getting the memo about something here with this scroll. And look, you're ready to cut something off. You're ready to speak a truth. Uriel will send heads rolling. Let me tell you that, okay? Uriel is very much like a boundary protector. Uriel will lay down the law and is a fierce defender of the truth and will stand at your back and fight with you. You might want to connect with the energy of Archangel Uriel just to support you as you move through the cycle. I don't think that it's going to be the easiest cycle to move through. There is disruption here, okay? As you call out the truth, as you step into your transformation, there's disruption. But I think that you got receipts. I got that. I mean, I feel like you got the power in your hands. You got the sword of truth with you. You got receipts. There's a truth. And I think you're severing a contract. I got that very strongly. You're severing a contract, right? You're letting something go. I got this on multiple layers. You're severing a contract in relation to a soulmate contract. Time's up on this soulmate contract. You've learned everything there is to learn here. You're ready to move on from this, so you've got to cut the cord. For some of you, it's time's up on a contract, some kind of binding legal agreement, all right? Time's up, and now you're free to move forward in the direction you really want to head in. For some of you, this could be like a business contract. And then for others of you, time's up. You know, like you're done going down a traditional route, trying to heal something. It's not working. You're recognizing that it's time for you to kind of take charge and make some different choices in this situation. So this could be like firing your medical team, you know, if you're dealing with a health issue, or just looking in a different direction and it leads to some kind of success. Yeah, you're ready for growth. You're ready for growth in this situation with the Seven of Pentacles. And look, there's that light again, leading you forward. Again, you know, I don't know. It's got hermit vibes. This is like going your own way. And it says discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners, okay? Some of you have really felt held back by someone or something in your life, and you're getting free of it. And it's just like, I just saw like this horizon like open up before you. It's like you're going to feel so much freedom, okay? And some of you have really felt a prisoner to like some kind of addiction, you know, some kind of habit, some kind of pattern. It's been holding you back your whole life, and you're finally like doing the work. That's what I feel. You're doing the work. There's some kind of like transformational process you're going through here. You're willing to shine a light in on the childhood stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is really beautiful. Yes, you're moving away from this energy. You don't want to move forward with this energy, with the Two of Wands. Your heart, look, you're protecting the tenderness of your heart here. There's something very dear to your heart that you're keeping it close to your chest. It's for safekeeping. You're being guided forward in love and wisdom, and it's going to give you victory over those who would attack you. All right? And you got help here. But I think there's a part of you, you know, there's a very young, vulnerable part of you. For some of you, you're protecting a child. Okay? For some of you, you're protecting a child. For some of you, you're protecting your inner child, you know, that young, sensitive part of you. Okay? But I see you moving away from these challenges. You're moving away from these challenges. Some of you may have a heart issue. That coming in too. That may be directly connected with why you're having heart health issues, okay? You need to clear out the blockages in the heart. That doesn't just apply physically, right? It's not just about getting, you know, your cholesterol levels, you know, managed. It's not just about your blood pressure. It's not just about getting in good cardiovascular activity to really strengthen the cardiovascular system. But it's also about really looking at the role that stress, okay, that stress and heartache can play on your health, and the way that when we hold things in, when we don't allow ourselves to express what we feel, when we don't allow there to be emotional flow, and when we don't live from our truth, which is what lands us in that energy of love, it can make us sick. It can make us sick. And look at this. It says perception of unity protects against accidents and heals the sick. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Angels just like, we're opening the road. Beautiful. So beautiful. You can't see it right now. I think you're really like, it's blind faith. You're trusting with the Three of Wands here. You're trusting that you're being held. You trust that you're being guided. You have a new beginning you want. You're really defending it, okay? Somebody wants a new beginning with you. They're very invested in it, okay? And they're going to protect this. They're guarding it, all right? They're already in alignment with their truth. They know exactly where they're heading, or you know exactly where you're heading, all right? Yes, construction of the universe, help with great works and protection from adversaries. You are totally covered. You are totally covered. And it says, causes harmony and peace and calms anger in anyone. So I think you have all the key ingredients you need to move forward. But there is somebody you're leaving behind in the past. You are cutting the cord on this individual. Ace of Swords, this is the truth, all right? You know you've had a false friend, somebody who acted like they were your ally. They really weren't. This person's been holding you back, all right? You're casting off this shadow so you can move forward unencumbered, all right? And there's some big truth coming out right about now, and it leads you into this new cycle, right? As it's been coming through for many of the signs, look for the full fruition, all right? Good things are coming in, momentum's coming in, like this situation is developing. But the thing about the situations coming in right now is they really require like laying down the proper foundation. It's like nothing can be rushed. It has to be done correctly. And that's because it is such a karmic time. So there's a lot of this like traversing the gap between the old timeline and the new timeline and getting things synced up just in time and in such a way where you can take that leap of faith and have the road rise up to meet you. Okay, so there's something you're really getting dialed in right now, but you're going to have some truth come forward that really renews your sense of commitment in a direction you feel called to go in. All right, and it's really good news. So I'm going to go ahead and get you a Halloween Oracle card just for your overarching theme. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, the lamp, remembrance, right? I feel like there's some promise you made to yourself like a long time ago in regard to the situation that you're dealing with. And it's sort of like, I'm going to hold myself to that. Okay, interesting. Your ancestors may really be holding you to it too. Even your living ancestors, like you might have family members that are like, you know what, you really need to address this. You might have some people that are kind of like reminding you of why you started down this particular road. Maybe you got detracted from where you're heading, and it kind of like set you off on a wild goose chase. And now you're getting your ducks in a row, right? Interesting. Interesting. All right. Let's see what is coming in for Aquarius with this blue supermoon on the 31st. Please give clear directive for the overarching theme so Aquarius can really have a lot of clarity moving forward, a lot of purpose moving forward, right? Yeah, you know, right now, I feel like some things need to be exposed because protection is in reverse here. So I feel like you still have some people around you that they don't necessarily have your best interest at heart, but I feel like this is what's going to be exposed, okay? You're going to know who to cut off. This is going to become very clear to you, all right? So let's get an overarching theme for Aquarius for this lunar cycle, opening up with the Pisces blue supermoon on the 31st. All right, and this is a crossing influence. Ooh, yep, we know this. You're cutting the cord on somebody here, all right? We do have death here, and it says the eternal cycle begins here. Moth energy. Moth is about transformation. You may feel a bit like you're jumping out of the fire into the frying pan. There's a lot of fire reference here. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Leo, very strongly aspected in this read. We also got Earth aspected in this read pretty strongly too, okay? In particular, fixed signs. So I'm really getting Leo and Taurus might factor really strongly in this situation. I think, you know, something has burned you one too many times. I won't be burned again is what I just heard. You know, 44 on the clock. I think you got some angels on the outfield on this one. You got some help in high places looking out for you, helping you navigate this. It is 44:55 on the clock. They're here to support you in this change, give you building blocks and stability for your future. But before you can really have that stability, you need to, like, I just had this image of Jenga. Okay. This might even be like a clue for somebody. Maybe you played Jenga with this person. There might be like some Jenga reference there. I don't know why that's coming in like that, but it's reminding me of a tower, you know? Because like when you work with Jenga, you're building this tower, right? But you get somebody you're playing with, they get to pull one out too, right? So it's like it can rock the stability of your foundation. And that's what I feel. You got somebody around you that you still need to earmark, that they're like, as you lay down a brick, they're pulling it out. All right. So they're disrupting your foundation, disrupting your ability to move forward with this thing. As soon as you get rid of this person, straight to the top, you'll see a steady climb toward the top of what you're looking to build for yourself and your new direction. You'll lay down the proper foundation. There's a lot of transformation going on in this situation. And this may be somebody you've been very challenged by in the past. This person may be a bit like a moth to a flame. Maybe you've been drawn in by this person many times. Maybe this person has burned you repeatedly, all right? That's what I got. But there's something that you're finally seeing it for what it is, and you won't be fooled again. You won't be fooled again. Looks like you're setting yourself free, and it is a beautiful thing. And I don't know why I feel called to look at the top card of this deck. So, yeah, I love it. And bringing this to an end with the Skull of Stars leads to infinite possibilities. Good work, Aquarius. You're right on track.